welcome to the channel, welcome to the carport. Workshop's just that way. Job today, as you can see, working on the dune buggy. This has been covered over for the last probably 6 or 8 months since the show season finished last year. Only got out a few times last year, but there were a few issues it went away with. One of them being the steering. There's a bit of a problem with the steering. At speed, it would be very light, like you're driving on ice over about 45 miles an hour. That's the job we're going to fix today. Basically, need new track rod ends and new track rods. So, I've seen the video, gone through the Haynes manual, thought we'd give it a go. You'll see in a minute. I'll show you what the problem is in a close-up in a second. Thankfully, this is really easy access, so it should be a quick one. Fired up the compressor. So, yeah, let's give this a go. So I've taken the bonnet off it. This is the main long track rod. That one's not in bad condition. The problem I've got is it needed an adjustment, but whoever had this before painted everything. So these are all knackered. I've had to have changed the track rod ends on either end regardless, so I thought I'd get the entire thing and replace it. That's not the problem. The problem is this one. The short track rod end. I don't know if you can see it with the camera up bit. It's bent. So I thought, again, we have to change that one anyway. So I bought a kit off Just Campers. That's the kit just there. I was hoping to do this before Christmas, but they had it. Parts of it were out of stock, so I ended up having to wait until I think it was January to get all this kit. So, plan is to say change this one and this one. Like I say, access is really easy, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I've never done track rod ends before, so this is going to be interesting. So let's start with the easy stuff. First job is to disconnect this. This is like the steering dampener. Let's just get a bolt on there. And now the plan is to take this one out. I'm not sure if I need to jack this thing up or not. We'll try without, and then we'll measure this one up, get this one replaced, and then we'll tackle the more tricky one. So, I'm hoping that this thing will fit. Try getting my air gun in. I can't get to the bottom of this because of the brake pipes, and there's just not enough room. So, broke out a breaker bar. Hopefully, this will work. Oh yeah, that's gone really quick and easy. That's where I'll get the other one as well. That's got it. Got a hammer, see if we can knock this thing loose. Okay, with that not freeing up, I'm going to loosen up this end and see if I can loosen up when both ends are free. So, first. I've dug out my track rod and ball separator. This piece of kit. Never used this before, but we'll give it a go. Is that one out? That one out. Right. Okay, so I've got the long tie rod off. I didn't realise, if you can see, it's got a proper bending here, both this way and that way. So this is knackered. So I can't just measure off this, so I'm going to have to take these off and then measure the turns, because I think these are the same sizes exactly. Let's check. Yeah. So I'll just do the turns. Now it'll get set up as per it was before. Hopefully this damage happened, and I can do a check on the buggy when we take it for a run and see if that's it, and adjust it from there. The first thing is to get some copper grease on these. Loosely put it together, then I'll take this one apart and then count the turns. In fact, no, I'll take this one apart first, count the turns, each one, and then put it together correctly. So, yeah. In fact, here's an idea of how out of whack that one is. Give you an idea. Yeah, didn't notice this one, only noticed the short one. So get this stripped down. Right, this is sorted together. You can see the bend there on this one. This has been a right pain. Either I've cross-threaded both of them, which surprises me, or the black paint on here has made it really difficult to get this screwed in far enough. I tried a wire brush to clear some of it off, but it wasn't having it. But we've done some measurements, and I think overall they're about right, because in the track rod ends are different types. So right, let's get this back in there. Right, let's see if we get this in there and get a torque wrench on it. Preset this up to 22 foot-pounds of torque. It's about 30 kilonewtons. So if I adjust this one a few times to check, it doesn't seem to be sat very well, but I've just checked the other side, and the other side is exactly the same. It's slightly higher where the bushing is, so I think it's all torqued up again. So this bar's in. Alright, I'll strip out the other bar and put that one together. Okay, so I always took the top bolt off this one, just need to get this one undone. Out. Let's get the other one rebuilt and get that one in. I'll put this one together. You can see it's a bit different. There's a locking nut on one end and an adjuster at the other. It's different to this one. You can see how much that one's bent. So I've used the same dimensions for this one that are on this one. Again, hopefully that'll pull my steering straight and make it a bit more like it's towing correctly. So let's get this one back in there now, but yeah, this one's in the right state. Oh, on another note, these ones are having problems. These Febby track rod ends, these were into here, absolutely no problem at all. Nice clean threads. I was having real problems with the other track rod end, which have the Just Campers ones, and they seem to have painty threads, and they just gummed up, and they were an absolute nightmare. I had to use a vice to hold it to force the threads in. It might have just been my set that I got, I'm not sure, but it's on there now. But all the steering is now going to be adjusted from this one, because that one's proper gummed up. Right, let's get this one in. So that's all in now. New track rods and new track rod ends. And I've done this before. It was relatively easy. This one much easier. I think that's because the threads were so much easier to get in. This one was a bit of a pain fighting with these ones that are painted. But it's all together now. I can't check it. I can't take it for a spin because I've still got some jobs to do. It's due to be at the Retributes Track Attack at Three Sisters in Wigan in a couple of weeks. So that's the reason why I'm getting this work done. I can't take it for a run because I still need to refurb the carb and adjust the rear brakes again. But it definitely looks like the wheels are now tracking in slightly, whereas before they weren't. So I just can't wait to get this thing bolted together and back out on the road again. Right, for now though, I need to clear up the mess and then put this back together again. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe. So next weekend, hopefully you'll see me refurbing the carb and adjusting the brakes. Just like and subscribe if you want to see that as well. Cheers.